Instead of my usual audio, I'll most likely put up an actual video of me reacting to the main event of UFC 229. But I just want to put out a quick audio reaction. And holy shit. I bet Khabib is sitting on cloud 9. And if I was Khabib, I wouldn't even give a fuck about being fined or fired. I'd happily go back to Dagestan knowing I choked the fuck out of that motherfucker. Knowing I choked that motherfucker out. Yo, him and his whole team are gonna go back to Dagestan as heroes. Guarantee it. The reason the whole build up to this fight was about whether or not Conor McGregor was in Khabib's head. Oh, I'm sorry, Khabib. I keep saying his name wrong. Khabib's head. It's because everybody knows that's the only way Conor can beat you. And I said it in one of my other videos. That's the only way he can beat you is to fuck with your head. And like I said in my other video, Khabib is too rushing for Conor. All that mental warfare bullshit don't work on him. Like I said, we just seen a lot of mental warfare black belts get their asses whooped. But even if you want to argue that Conor McGregor was in his head, then boy was he in his head. And I think it totally worked against Conor. Oh, but Khabib walked out of the press conference, and he did what the fuck he wanted to do. And like Dana White said, that was the best counter to all Conor's bullshit. He did all this talking in the ring. And even if he did stay at that press conference, he wouldn't have been able to get a word in anyway. Khabib is soft-spoken, and you can tell, like most Russians, he ain't into hollering and screaming and all them other crazy antics. You know, girls do that shit. I was like real disturbed by the amount of men that are so infatuated with Conor's trash talk. It's like girls watching reality TV shows where other girls are getting into cat fights, verbal cat fights, and whoever screams the loudest is the winner. It was the most weird, awkward shit I've ever seen. I've never seen so many men so enthralled with the way another man puts words together. You know, typically women are into that kind of stuff. You know, men, I thought, when it comes to sports, we more about that action. But hey, maybe that's just me. The way I look at it is Conor started it, Khabib finished it, and in more ways than one. Little alcoholic motherfucker Conor McGregor got the balls to run up with 20 men and throw dollies at fucking women on buses and slapping referees at Bellator, getting into water bottle fights, but now everybody want to cry victim for Conor McGregor. I also distinctly remember that motherfucker jumping over the octagon trying to get at Aldo. But let's go ahead and sweep that one under the rug too. And the crazy thing is, you got all these shills, nut huggers, the Chael Sonnen, Ariel Helwani, Dan Hardy, Schwab trying to milk the post-fight brawl. It's unreal. If Conor McGregor attacked the other corner, all these shills and bastards will be kissing his ass. It's just mental warfare, salty ass hypocrites. Shit, Conor McGregor flew to Dagestan, shot up a school full of little Dagestani kids. Y'all be talking about, it's just mind games, mental warfare. Joe Rogan talking about, it's just mind games. Wow, master mind game. What the fuck, man? You know what I'm saying? They really trying to harp on this brawl, trying to sweep the fact that they golden goose got choked the fuck out. Oh shit, he lost. Let's try to milk this brawl, save our golden goose. Save our golden goose. Talking about two wrongs don't make a right. Fuck that. Incorrect. Two wrongs do make a right. You multiply a negative times a negative, you get a positive. You multiply a wrong times a wrong, you get a right. Shit. I condone everything Khabib did. In fact, Khabib didn't go far enough. Shit, brawls, and as far in all this talk, everybody trying to act like it's the worst thing that ever happened. Like it was disgusting watching Ariel Helwani and Chael Sonnen talk about that. Oh, I almost couldn't even watch the full thing, but I was so glad that they had Stephen A. Smith up there, and he held it down. He made good points to try to like counterbalance some of the bullshit, And he was right when he was talking about brawls. Like brawls have been happening in combat sports since the conception of combat sports. You mean Zab Judah versus Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson versus a handful of random other people. List goes on. Boxing has countless moments of two camps duking it out. It ain't like Khabib attack referees or fans. Hell, I see what happened at UFC 229 as a good thing. Now MMA has their first mainstream brawl that goes down in MMA history books. And again, I say mainstream because the Diaz bros have had a long time rep of brawling with other camps after fights. See, the thing I don't like about New Age MMA is there are a lot of fans that don't know shit about the history. That melee that happened after the UFC 229 main event isn't the first time that has happened in MMA or the UFC. But count on Dana White and the rest of the shills and charlatans and nut huggers desperate to save their golden goose so they can continue to cash in on the Conor McGregor train, try to sell it to you like there's never been anything like that before. Bullshit. The first post-fight melee in UFC I ever saw was Tank Abbott versus Cabbage Carrera. But I wouldn't expect none of the casuals to know anything about that. But count on Dana White and the rest of the shills trying to say they golden goose Conor McGregor to sell it to you like that little melee was the first thing that ever happened in UFC history. Like they had never seen it before. Yeah, but anyway, I just say this. Conor McGregor spent a lot of energy talking shit in them press conferences. Maybe he should have invested more time and energy in trying to learn how to not get choked the fuck out. As for the post-fight bullshit, man, we've seen Conor slap referees, throw water bottles, damn near kill women with dollies, you name it. As far as I'm concerned, Khabib took a page out of the Conor McGregor book. Khabib, Conor McGregor, Conor McGregor.